From LALATE News Headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Mornings LALATE.
It's a big morning of Mornings LA with incredible great news about your fourth stimulus check update of 2021 and breaking news about Omicron from South Africa as the CEO of Moderna speaks out minutes ago and says this is going to be a very interesting situation. I have the latest details from South Africa about Omicron. But turning back to Santa Monica, California, live on air direct this morning is the big exciting details about your fourth stimulus check update of 2021. The breaking news as we go into a big morning is that the Senate is back in town and they're working on the incredible recon, adding checks to that recon. Those checks so far will be deliciousness. I'm going to go over the incredible checks in this incredible recon that are in there. The passage of that House bill, sending it over to the Senate, and the Senate add-ons will give you a lot more checks. What are they? I go over them in this recording. We're going to go over the checks so far in this incredible recon direct from Santa Monica this morning that'll pay you on average about $15,000, but you're going to quickly see that it may be upwards of $50,000 to $60,000. We'll be turning then to third stimulus, as one viewer got $850,000 so far, and how thousands of viewers of this channel in just the last few days got thousands of dollars. We'll be turning to student loan debt forgiveness and then fifth stimulus. How you get your bills paid and more. I have all those incredible details as we go into a big morning's broadcast. I'm here, I'm live, I'm ready to rock and roll. It's a great day as the Senate is back in town, and I have breaking news about a vote. Oh boy, a big vote in hand. Those details and more as we go into a big morning's broadcast, and the excitement starts right here, right now, as Mornings LA gets underway direct from Santa Monica, California, starting right now. Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a beautiful day. And here we go. House has now sent that recon over to the Senate, and that recon is getting lots of additional checks on there. And Chuck Schumer says, an MSC. Oh my goodness, I have the latest details on Mornings. A lot of breaking details today. Those recon provisions have a lot of checks in there. You're going to see quickly it's going to be $50,000 to $60,000. The biggest darn payout you ever see in the history of this channel. I'm going to show you how to get these incredible checks. Get that pen and paper ready. But third stimulus is available right today to pay your bills. And viewers have gotten thousands of dollars of bills paid this week. You're going to see the latest success stories and how you can be the next success story today to get thousands of dollars in your wallet starting today. Student loan debt forgiveness, those details and more coming with a $10,000 offer on the table. And fifth stimulus, oh my goodness, it's a big, bold, beautiful morning. I'm excited you're here because guess what? The toast is toasting. It's going to toast and pop up some toast eventually. The butter is, there is some toast. The butter is buttering, the coffee is brewing, we got the bacon. I'm excited you're here, and so with that, subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. I want you part of this incredible family. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like the video, 2,000-3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member to get that incredible newsletter that comes out Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock tonight. Also sign up for those LA alerts so you get the big money across the board available under that third stimulus. And let's go right into that incredible recon that so far has about $15,000 of checks in there, but the Senate is vowing to add a lot more checks in that recon on top of that. That'll bring it upwards of about $50,000 to $60,000. Let's go to cluster number one. Got in there, hazard pay. And also $4,000 of elder care. $4,000 to care for young children, $550 checks for the Pell Grant college students, free money to repair the home if you're in a low-income community, the $3,600 approximate check for the CTC child tax credit, and $12,500 checks for the purchase of a new electric car. Wow. I'm going to show you how you get all these incredible checks in just a second as we go into the second half of this video. But now let's go to the first first add-on, and it comes from the illustrious Maxine Waters here from Southern California, and she got it in there. What is it? She wanted $25,000. It'll be a little bit less, and it is free money to buy your first home. Wow. How do you get it? Stay with me. It's coming up later in this video. Cluster number 2 got in there. Home repairs, paid leave. Also, the household tax credit, and also the pre-kindergarten. Wow. Which tees us up then for the second add-on of checks that comes from the illustrious Bob Casey. And what did he get in there? He got in there free home health care. He wanted $250 billion. It's going to be a little bit less. This is for seniors and people on disabilities. Wow. Senator Casey did a good one on that one. How do you get it? It's coming up later in this video. Well, let's go to third cluster checks. And that is where I call it deliciousness. In that third cluster, we got seniors. We got free school meals for all checks. We got cheaper prescription immigration. We also got farmers. We got free internet. And also we got the money for my workers and independent contractors, and the Medicare expansion. The Medicare expansion on the House has 2 provisions, and the senators vowed to add 3 more. Truly embodies what we're looking at the situation right now, because guess what? The House members got in there hearing and the Medicaid gap fix, and then the senators vowed to add 3 more provisions for Medicare, dental, vision, and the Medicare eligibility age lowered. Wow. Which signals what's going on similarly with multiple IRS stimulus checks, or MSC. If you missed it, on Thursday, on Thanksgiving, Janet was in the live chat, and she had revealed to us that the day before, Wednesday, she picked up the phone and advocated to Chuck Schumer, leader majority of the Senate, Charles Schumer, to his office, advocated for the inclusion of an MSC, and she was told that yes, Chuck Schumer has always wanted to put an MSC in there, and it's still going in there via Bernie Sanders. This is what we have been told for months, and thank you, Janet, for advocating. We have been told from Donnie's wife, that Schumer would be doing it. Thousands of viewers have been told by the same 6 senators since the month of May that at least 1 or more MSCs are going in there. And that is why you need to advocate. Those 6 senators have told viewers that they would be adding in on the Senate side at least 1 stimulus check. They have said they want to do the same eligibility as third, meaning single individual, $75,000 or less, got it. $150,000 or less, double it. Family of 4, quadruple it. Beneficiaries and adult dependents got that third stimulus check as well. The last numbers they talked about, those senators, were $2,000 the first month, $1,000 thereafter. And the senators say there's a lot of items missing for that recon. We need to add a lot of provisions to this incredible recon, and MSC is one of them. And as Janet said in that live chat, no time to be a donut. You need donut guy. You need to advocate. So pick up that phone and advocate today. And who do you call? Casey, Coons, Warren, Wyden, Sanders, and Schumer. And one of those 6, his chief of staff, says, I need to hear from you. I need to hear from you because you, allied viewers, are delivering more advocacies than any organization in America today. We have delivered over 3 million calls, and now this is what the chief of staff of that senator says. They now have received in total between congressional senators' offices, received more contacts of advocacy from the LA Purple Power than the number of signatures in the American petition. Everyone's amazed by your stories. Now have a better understanding of what Americans are going through this pandemic. They have heartbreaking stories, and they have the voice of the people in you, LA. They have the voice of the people in you, allied, as you have become too loud to be ignored. Very, very kind. Please continue your encouragement for the continued advocacy as the professional voice of the people you have become until this becomes law. Absolutely. So the senators now have the recon, and the senators now have the recon. The second half of this video, you're going to see there's 1 vote happening as early as tomorrow that'll make the recon easier and quicker to do. Oh boy, it's getting exciting. But you need to pick up the phone and advocate. Again, those 6 senators you need to reach out to. The best way to do it is by telephone with a staffer. Next best way is a voicemail. And the weakest way is a tweet because you want to interact with them. But everything helps. Everything helps. And those 6 senators are Casey, Coons, Warren, Wyden, Sanders, and Schumer. In the second half of this video, you're going to learn why it's important not to only advocate for this, but also advocate for your wallet. Why? Because viewers are getting all their bills paid this week from third stimulus, and I'm going to show you how to get your bills paid and how viewers have gotten tens of thousands of dollars just this week alone. How one viewer got $850,000. This is your bills. Get that pen and paper ready for the second half of this video. We'll be turning to student loan debt forgiveness, a $10,000 offer on the table. We'll be turning to fifth stimulus coming up in January, and I'll be answering some of your questions on air. But we'll be turning to the excitement of fourth stimulus with a potential vote that'll make fourth stimulus quicker and faster. What is it? It's breaking on this afternoon's broadcast, plus the latest details from South Africa. We'll go over all these incredible changes that'll be adding to the recon for the senators and the passage of that recon, those details and more as we go into the second half of this video. I'll be back with you in 60 seconds.
If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE.
And the excitement continues right now on Mornings LA, live from Santa Monica, California, as the House now sent the recon to the Senate. Senate is in town. Senate's working on the recon. They were talking about the recon yesterday, and the recon will have lots of checks for you, upwards of $50,000. Get that pen and paper ready, but don't worry, because you have bills right today to pay. I'm going to get them paid under third stimulus. You're going to learn how to get your bills paid today under third stimulus. We'll turn to student loan debt forgiveness. This stimulus coming up in January, and I'll be answering some of your questions I've been seeing about this as well. Then we'll be going over the latest details of what's coming out of South Africa and its variant. Oh boy, it's breaking and it's big and bold, plus that new vote. It's a big Mornings LA. I'm excited you're here because the toast is toast and the butter is buttering and the coffee is brewing. Join me next on Mornings Crypto, live on air. I'll have the latest details. And then back at 11 a.m. live on air for the new hit show, Holidays LA. And with that, I want you to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button right now. Become a subscriber to this incredible channel. Like this video, it helps in the algorithm rankings. The more likes, the better. Also, become a member. The link's under the video and at the top of the chat. Become a member today and get that incredible newsletter to get all those sums of money. And then that LA Alerts, totally free. News.LA Alerts. You do not want to miss a video at any moment. And with that, let's go into the breaking details out of South Africa right now. The breaking details out of South Africa are changing very quickly. And minutes ago, Moderna's CEO Stefan Bancel told the Financial Times that all the scientists I've talked to are like, this is not going to be good. That is the CEO of Moderna. Multiple states have now warned Americans to be vigilant, and New York City declared a state of emergency yesterday. They've recommended masks in all indoor public safe situations. They've also now told state hospitals not to have elective surgeries until several weeks pass. This comes, as Dr. Fauci says, the variant contains a disturbing large number of mutations of the spike protein. Omicron, which is the variant identified in South Africa, has 30 spike protein mutations. There are 10 at issue compared to Delta, which had 2. And this is now causing big concerns about what's at issue. Cyber Monday sales dropped by 1.4%, the worst we have seen in many years. We've never seen Cyber Monday sales ever drop. There is no identified cases of the variant yet in the United States, but it's believed it is here. It has been identified in Hong Kong, Belgium, Italy, and of course South Africa, where it originated. President Joe Biden yesterday rolled out and implemented travel restrictions from the country of South Africa, along with neighboring states of Zimbabwe, Zambia, Lesotho, Eswatini, Mozambique, and Malawi. And this comes as there's concerns about what we have with the variant right now. It will take about 100 days for Pfizer to have a specific booster for this variant, and it'll take at least 30 days until we know whether current vaccines work. Omicron carries troubling characteristics that may make it more transmissible. And this is even among people who have gotten COVID and recovered, according to the WHO minutes ago. That's breaking news right now. What does this mean for you and our economy and the recon? Number one, it means that you want to hope it does not curb growth of the economy. If the growth of the economy, which is really good at the moment, tapers off and we start to have a slowing of growth plus inflation, then that results in what's called stagflation. One of the worst scenarios possible. Federal Reserve spoke about it yesterday. You do not want stagflation. Not happening yet, but so far so good. Number two, it's signaling the effort by the White House to get the recon done sooner than later. And this comes after breaking news of a big effort to get the recon done faster. What are they doing right now? Well, ironically, the Republicans and the Democrats now have a potential agreement for a vote in the House of Representatives as early as the next 24 hours, which would move the debt ceiling limit issue out 30 or 60 days so they don't have to deal with it this month. The debt ceiling limit is not the recon. The debt ceiling limit is a different body of legislation. But they're saying, hey, we don't want to mess with that. It's too important. Just move it out 30 days. Republicans and Democrats both agreeing on. So you're likely to see that vote in the House of Representatives as early as today or tomorrow, and then done in the Senate, which would free up time for that recon. The senators are in town and have been working on that recon since yesterday, and we're going to start working on that recon starting right now. We're going to go over all the incredible provisions in that recon that was passed in the House, now in the Senate. We're going to go over the Senate changes. But first, let's start with the incredible provisions, get that pen and paper ready, that are in that fourth stimulus recon. Starting with paid leave. It's a lot of money. $1,700 a week if you make $70,000 or more per year. $800 a week if you make $35,000 or more per year. $400 a week if you make $15,000 or more per year. How many weeks? Up to 4 weeks per year. Yes, that's $5,000 to $6,000 on the high end. If you don't work, but you live with your son and daughter and they take off from work to take you to the doctor once a week, for example, then they're going to get the check on behalf of the household. Wow. Then they also got in there the SALT cap. Huge. Under the 2017 tax overhaul, you could not deduct more than $10,000 on the federal tax return of what you pay in state and local taxes. Now you'll be able to deduct $72,500. They got $40 billion of free job training in this recon, really big for millions of Americans who are quitting their jobs daily to take higher paying jobs, and my seniors who are thinking of going back into temp jobs because they pay so much right now. They can do that and still receive their retirement checks under fifth stimulus coming up later in this video. They got the Medicaid gap fix in there as well. I get asked this question all the time. Insurance. If you're in 12 Republican states where the governors refuse to pay for Obamacare, now they got the workaround plan in this recon. They'll provide years of subsidized private insurance to low-income uninsured people in those states. And then we get to the best provision in this entire recon. It's the housing. $150 billion of housing checks to you. And the first three are a repeat of third stimulus. Rent, utilities, mortgage assistance. The next three are brand new. First-time home purchases, home repairs, and weatherizing your house. And with that, let's go over some success stories. Get that pen and paper ready, because I'm going to get you money right now. Do you have bills to pay? Do you have bills that need to be paid today? Well, I'm going to get them paid starting right now. This is third stimulus. It's already a law since earlier this year. and it has paid viewers on average about 45,000. About 2 weeks ago, I brought it back on this channel, and the last week, we haven't gone a single day without viewers getting thousands of dollars. You're going to learn how to get that money right now. Rent, utilities, mortgages, and more. But first, let's start with some incredible inspiration stories. Brand new one today. Her name, Madonna. She was in the Evening's Countdown show last night, and she said, I got back fee, back rent. I got 2 months of free rent, and I have 9 more months of free rent coming after that. Wow, that shows you how you do it. She got nearly 12 plus months of rent yesterday. Kathy revealed she got nearly $6,000 from this channel this week, which was over rent, water, and electric. Thank you, LALATE. You're a godsend. I love her story because she got 3 items, and she shows you can get big sums of rent. The day before that, this week, Mary Lou, she got 3 months of rent at $900 a month, plus electric and water. That is about $6,000. Why do I like Mary Lou's story? Because it shows you can get big items of rent, and it shows you got 3 items. Morel, wow, she did great. Morel got 1 round, then another round, and she thinks the 3rd round's coming. Morel embodies listening to this video and listening to this channel because she understood I say you can get multiple rounds. We have Jay Gran, who got $5,000 for rent, and he says, I speak for all of us. We love you, LALATE, and I love you back, Jay Gran. Scarpia got Snap. And then Melissa got nearly $10,000 this week across 3 items. Lorica got wood for her home because her home is powered by wood, and she got wood to December 2022. Chris truly embodies the spirit of this channel. He got $10,000 for rent and utilities several months ago. He saw the recordings this last week, and he says, we appreciate your help. I would have never known about this process until I started following you and listening to you. What did he get this week? This week alone, he got another $5,000, which is across 3 items. And Sophia got money as well. So now it's your turn to get that money. Are you ready? You qualify. Red state, blue states, ahead on bills, behind on bills, single or married, young or old, on disabilities, not on disabilities, with children or not children. We're going to start with the rent, and we're going to start looking at those numbers of rent, which have gone up a lot. They were upwards of $20,000 to $30,000 about 3 months ago. This was the graphic then. It is now $40,000. Where do you get it? 6 places. City Hall, City House Authority. County Hall, County House Authority. State Hall, State House Authority. And the key words you're going to say are rent assistance because of COVID. Rent or mortgage or utility assistance because of COVID. You do the same thing for mortgage assistance. Now, here's the key things. 3 must-dos. 1, you must reach out to all 6 places. 2, you must say those key words. Number 3, you must get applications on file everywhere and do multiple rounds. So if you got a round earlier this year of rent, get another round today. You got a round yesterday from one organization, get another round today. And let's turn to utilities. Wow, utilities has gone up a lot. And Mark's brother-in-law got $15,000. Reach out to all utility companies, utility assistance because of COVID. Food. If you got a third stimulus check while you're paying for your food, you should be on SNAP. You get it from Department of Agriculture. And this is SNAP. And Mark's brother-in-law is getting $25,000 a year. Over the next 10 years, LA will have gotten Mark's brother-in-law $250,000. Get that SNAP right today. Get combos. It started with Nisi and Art Sullivan. They got 3 items. And then I started telling people, get 3 just like Nisi and Art. Mark had 2 at $32,000. I said, Mark, go get your 3rd. He did. And that brought Mark to this graphic, $50,000. Now Mark has gone over $100,000 with more items. Lorraine, she was at 105. Now she's at 120. Which brings us the incredible story that embodies this channel and its information. And his name is Johnny. 3 parts to his story. Part 1. Johnny started a particular week on this channel with 3 other viewers he did not know. And each of them got $45,000 in 3 days. From 3 programs. Great. Good job. But Johnny heard my recordings, and I say, don't stop. Keep on getting other sums of money. And by the end of the week, Johnny got 7 items approved. He had to have called 15 places. This truly embodies the Purple Power spirit. Johnny didn't call 1 place and call it quits. He called 15. You're going to have some no's. You're going to have some no's, and you're going to have some yeses. In 1 week, 7 programs approved. And Johnny got $80,000. Yes, $80,000. The next week, Johnny reached out to his family members and he said, I got $80,000 last week. They said, from who? LALATE. Oh, I've heard about him on YouTube. Where'd you get that from? He said, from Third Stimulus. They said, I haven't heard about this money for Third Stimulus. I watch broadcast media. He says, they don't cover it. He does. And Johnny showed those family members by the end of the week, they each had 50,000. That truly embodies the spirit and the landscape right now. LALATE is now the #3 financial news channel in America. And I cover the subject matter. They don't cover it. That's why you want to tune into this channel, because they will not cover the subject matter. You're only going to see it here. The third part of Johnny's story truly embodies everything about this channel. On Sunday, Johnny sent me a series of messages, said, I have a new update for you. I said, oh, what, Johnny? He said, I've helped more people since I last checked in with you. Those people kept on coming over to the house and asking, what did Johnny do with those other family members? And he told them the story, just like I told you the story. So how many other friends and families members have Johnny helped? 32. This is what Johnny says. I have an update for you. Her friends, my mom's friends, kept on stopping by and asking what I was doing. Well, I told them about ULA, and it snowballed from there. And I helped with ULA 32 people, and the last count is $850,000. Yes, this is the true embodiment of this channel. This is an informational, educational, and breaking news channel, and financial news channel #3 in the nation now. And I've helped millions of Americans get millions of dollars, and you can get that money as well. So hopefully you've had your pen and paper out. I'll be covering more about this throughout the day. Let's turn back to forced stimulus. And that forced stimulus, we left off at the housing provision. They have 3 other provisions in there, and those provisions are first-time home purchases. Yes, this would be huge. This is at the time of purchase, there'll be money given to the seller in your name. Home repairs, low-income community. This will be a grant. And #3, the big money to weatherize your home, not have to be any particular community. They got in there, additionally, the $550 check for my college students, the Pell Grant. They got the $12,500 for purchase of a new electric car. Now, this is great, folks. This is the one that everyone is talking about on this channel. If you went to a dealership in 2019, you looked at the window sticker, and it said electric vehicle, $30,000 minus $7,500 federal tax rebate. Means you have to pay $30,000 then, file tax return, and then wait in the mail. Is it coming? Yeah, now it came, $7,500 refund. Not anymore. Under this recon provision, it will be at the time of purchase. You go in, it says on the window $30,000, and then at the time of purchase, you'll pay $30,000 minus $12,500. Yes, incredible, great news. The next provision I think needs modification because I think it violates U.S. trade policies with Mexico and Canada that says you cannot discourage one product over another. Case in point, 2 cars, the Mustang Mach-E electric from Ford versus the Cadillac Lyriq from GM. Both cars so far qualify. Made by U.S. auto manufacturers, Ford, GM. Electric, both and both. Made by U.S. labor, unionized labor. Yes. Ford, unionized labor. Yes. GM, unionized labor. The problem is that the Mustang is made in Mexico by unionized U.S. labor, and the Lyriq is made in Tennessee by unionized labor. I don't think they can do this type of provision. I think they have to modify the language. They got $65 per month checks from my college for people who are not in school for tuition, for food. And then we get to the incredible best provisions recon, the cheaper medication. It'll start with 20 medications right off the door. They'll be slashed dramatically. The most expensive, like cancer, arthritis, and diabetes. Medicare Part B and Medicare Part D, like insulin doses going from $1,000 to $35 right off the door. It's huge. Then it'll grow to 30 medications by year 2028, cannot increase more than the rate of inflation. And if they do, there's a penalty provision. Penalty provision? What? That's what Pat Toomey, the Republican senator, says. Can't do a penalty provision in the recon. Senator parliamentarian is likely to take it out as early as this week, says Toomey. She's also likely to take out the immigration reform, which she previously said cannot go by a recon. We'll see what she does with paid leave. That is another battleground. Now, when you look at this incredible recon, the senators say they have a lot more checks to go on that recon. So far, you've seen a lot of checks in this recon. The graphic says 15,000, but you already saw the 45,000 for third stimulus repeated. You saw the car. So we are clearly over $50,000 before the senators add more checks to this recon. And what are those checks? They're coming up in a second. But guess what? The same 6 senators who want to put in an MSC all say it's a great bill. The best bill since the 1960s, but missing major gaps. And that's why you have to advocate, because those 6 senators all say they need to add a lot of stuff. Casey, Coons, Warren, Wyden, Sanders, and Schumer. Now, with that, get that pen and paper ready, because it's time for some more incredible checks in this recon. And those checks in those recon so far sent over from the House, they are deliciousness. What are those checks? Let's look at each of them starting right now. They got in there the money for the universal pre-K, 3 to 4 year olds. 1 year front end check. They got the child care back end check 1 year. The enhanced earned income tax, the enhanced child tax credit front end, approximately $3,600 in 1 year. They got the earned income tax credit 1 year back end hazard pay. The home health care, this is a covered benefit. The hearing aid, a check in the mail. We went over the housing, the Pell Grant, and the nutrition. So what else would Bernie add in there? In addition to adding an MSC, Bernie wants to do the Medicare expansion. The 3 provisions. First, dropping the eligibility age. 2, dental. And 3, vision. First, he wants to drop the Medicare eligibility age. It's currently 65. He wants to do 55. Bob Casey wants to do 60. Then Bernie wants to do dental. He offered 10 years full benefits. A little expensive. Then he offered 3 years full benefits. I think that works. The last offer that was actually in the recon before removed was an actual check to people who are seniors and people on Medicare, $850 a year for dental. I don't think it works. It doesn't cover most procedures. And then the vision, eye exam and a pair of frames per year. Very simple, $150 sent it out per year. But it did cause frame wars. Frame wars is coming back to this channel shortly. But let's take a detour now into that student loan debt forgiveness. Wow. There's an offer on the board to forgive $10,000 of student loan debt. This would go by executive order, not by recon. It follows the offers, the prior dealings and passages by the president. Previously, the president forgave student loan debts for individuals who became disabled after graduation, forgave it for people who went to work in the nonprofit sector and the public sector 10 years after graduation. The Democrats should take the latest $10,000 offer. Next, fifth stimulus. Wow, incredible great news about fifth stimulus. This is coming in January. Now, your COLA benefits have been announced. 5.9%. Your benefits are going up 5.9% in January 1. If you haven't gotten a letter, don't worry. They're automatically going up. Who's this for? You. SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, veterans benefits. But that COLA benchmark doesn't cut it. So they want to remove it with inflation, which is better because it raises your benefits up more. First, they want to raise your benefits up one time on a fifth stimulus to get you caught up. Then they want to apply the benchmark of inflation starting next December 2022 and every year thereafter. Remove the asset cap. Remove the income cap and remove the marriage penalty, and love is going to win, and you'll be able to marry your longtime love interest like Sandy and get married. Since yesterday, I've seen a lot of questions about fifth stimulus, more than I usually seen. So let me answer them right now. First, SS200, which we talked about in 2020, not happening. It's never going to be happening. And you don't want SS200. Why? Because fifth stimulus is thousands of dollars of more. It's a calculation, and I know calculation is sometimes hard to sort of grasp, whereas SS200 was a physical number. Fifth stimulus is a lot more money, so you want fifth stimulus. Number 2, some people are asking, is there money coming in December? This is causing a little bit of confusion. One of the volunteers was in the live chat yesterday and said his father got his COLA raise for VA benefits in December. So maybe you get your lift up for some beneficiaries in December, not in January. Finally, number 3, is the COLA raise up going to hurt Medicare bills? No. That is a fake urban legend. And with that, boy, what an exciting day. And you need to subscribe and become a member. Hit that membership link under the video and get that membership newsletter. It comes out Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time via the YouTube alert system and the LALATE alert system. It features the big money under first, second, and third stimulus. It features the 6 places you reach out to, the keywords you say, the 5 nonprofits, the money from Treasury you need to read about before you apply, before you pick up the phone. Daily, every day for over a year, there's always been someone who jumps in the live chat who posts a comment that looks like they did a version of what I said. Version of what I said doesn't work, and that's why there's a newsletter. That person will say something like, I called one place and got a no. What am I doing wrong? Or I want to reach out to a volunteer to go get me the money. That's not how you do it. You need to follow the information exactly. And that's why Johnny is such an inspiration, because he followed the information of this channel specifically and applied it to his 2 family members and then the 32 thereafter. That's how he's been able to get 850,000, is following exactly what is in that newsletter. So become a member today. Meantime, coming up next is the big, exciting Crypto Live at 10 a.m. But after that is Holidays LALATE live at 11 a.m. We're having a lot of blasts. We're having a lot of fun. It is a revamped show for its second season. The first half is this. The second half is Holidays decor. Everything from decorating to food and more. And what's great and new for the second season is that I'm in the live chat and interact with you in the second half of this video. If you missed it, here again is Holidays LALATE. And that is the excitement of Holidays LALATE every day here at 11 a.m. Look forward to seeing you live on air coming up next. It's important to look at where we are in this incredible landscape. Millions of Americans have gotten millions of dollars from this channel since last year for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, home repairs, clothing, food, small appliances. Those items are available for you right now. These are checks, real checks you can get right now under third stimulus. Become a member today and learn about all that information. Watch the videos and learn and apply to that information. Thousands of viewers are getting their bills paid today, right today. Meantime, the fourth stimulus recon has a lot of provisions in there that pay lots of checks to you. Lots and lots of checks. And the effort to add more checks is still underway with those senators. Meantime, everyone's talking about it. It's the excitement of putting 3 divas in the same room. No, I do not mean Joe Manchin, Bernie, and Kristen Sinema. I mean, Sirloin, Javita Light, and Blind 66. We haven't seen them, many of them, for a while. Blind 66 we haven't seen for over a year. And it's the comedy show coming to this channel in just a few weeks. It's a limited run for the holiday season. They're back from the meta universe. I don't know how they found their way out. And they have a lot to tell us about what's going on. It's coming to this channel. It will be live on air. I have no idea how. But get ready for Sirloin, Javita Light, and Blaine 66 in the highly anticipated show, Casino, coming to this channel in just a few days. And that's Cappuccino. I'm excited that you have joined me today. And with that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button today, like the video, and consider becoming a member. That membership newsletter comes out tonight to show you how to get these big checks available right now in the third stimulus and to get ready for all the big checks in the fourth stimulus. Also sign up for those LALATE alerts so you do not miss a new video when it goes live, like Crypto Live Mornings Crypto coming up next on this channel live at 10 a.m. All the latest details of what's happening with Decentraland, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course Doge, and then back at 11 a.m. with Holidays LA. Have a beautiful morning. The toast was toast and the butter was buttering. I'll see you on Mornings Crypto Live starting in 10 minutes. Have a beautiful morning and hope the weather is good where you are on this big Mornings LALATE.